Good evening to all of you. In OC, we were on chapter number 10, marketing management, in which we have already done product. In product, we have completed definition of product, then components of product means branding we have done, then packaging completed, and labeling completed. The product component, this is the first component of marketing mix. Total how many components or constituents of marketing mix? 4 P's. Once again, 4 P's are the constituents of marketing mix. These are product, place, promotion, and price. Out of which product we have completed and place we have completed. In product, we have completed 3 topics: branding, packaging, and labeling. And then place means channel of distribution. Channel of distribution we have already completed. Now today we are going to start the topic promotion. Now in promotion, total I think there are 4 topics. Promotion starts from page number 123. Promotion. This is the third P of marketing mix, in which total topics we have to do. First one is advertisement. Second one is personal selling. Personal selling or salesman. Third one is sales promotion. Sales promotion. And fourth one is public relation. Yes, publicity. And fifth one is public relation. Public relation. Once again, product we have already completed, in which branding we have completed, packaging and labeling. Second one is place we have already completed, channel of distribution. Total 2 channel of distribution divided into 2 parts: direct selling and indirect selling. Direct selling is also known as zero level of distribution system. Then indirect selling, it has 3 parts: 1 level distribution system or 1 layer distribution system, 2 layer distribution system, and 3 layer distribution system. The place or channel of distribution is completed. Now third topic is promotion. Third P is promotion, in which 5 topics are there. Today we are trying to complete 2 topics. We will try to complete 2 easy topics. Personal selling means salesman, or second one is sales promotion. Then tomorrow we will try to complete publicity and public relation, and then next lecture advertisement. So today personal selling or salesman. Salesman, that is given on page number 125. Page number 125. Now what is salesman? According to textbook, salesman is that person who represents the business unit to the consumer, and his job is to highlight the nature of the product. What is his function? To highlight the nature of the product, means what type of product he is selling, demonstrate the product, and if necessary he has to show the function of that product before customer and explain its usefulness to the customer, and he has to explain all its advantages before the customer, and then if any queries is there on the or from the consumer's point of view, then he has to clear those doubts or those queries. This is the function of salesman. But in simple language, salesman is the representative of business unit whose function is to convert the prospective consumers or potential consumers. Potential means those who are not consumer right now, but salesman is convincing that consumer. How? Again same, by demonstrating the product, by explaining about the nature of the product, by explaining about the advantages of the product. He is trying to convert the potential consumer into actual customer. Salesman is the representative of business unit whose function is to convert the potential consumer into actual customer. How? By explaining about the nature or advantages of the product which he is selling to customer. So this is the easy definition about salesman. Salesman is the representative of business unit whose function is to convert the potential consumer into actual customer. How? By explaining about the nature, types, advantages of the product which he is selling to customers. And once again, according to textbook, salesman is that person, this is also simple one, is that person who represents the business units to the consumers. Means on behalf of business units, he is working before consumers, and what is his job? Highlight the nature of the product, then demonstrate the product if necessary, and then explain its usefulness, means advantages to the consumer, and clear their doubts through personal selling. And this the function which salesman is doing, that is called personal selling. The functions performed by salesman is called personal selling. And what function is performed by salesman? We have already written here that salesman is the representative of business unit whose function is to convert the potential consumers means is right now they are not consumer, but they are thinking to purchase the product. But if salesman will explain the nature, its advantages before the consumer and convince them to purchase the product, then he is successful in converting the potential consumer into actual customer. This is his main objective, and he has to explain about the nature and advantages of that product which he is selling to customers, and the functions performed by salesman is called personal selling. Now this is meaning. Now characteristics of good salesman. Characteristics of good salesman. Now, what should be the characteristics of good salesman? The simple 7 points are given, so any 6 points you can do of your own choice. First one is salesman should be smart. Salesman should be smart and physically fit. First point, salesman should be smart and physically fit. Second point, salesman should be good in communication. Salesman should be good in communication. So there is nothing to explain in this topic. Simple topic, communication. And salesman should be good in communication and intelligent. Third one is salesman should be honest and having good character. Fourth point, salesman should be enthusiastic, means energetic, enthusiastic, disciplined and ambitious. Ambitious means if his target is to increase number of consumers as more as possible, then only he can perform his functions, perform his work in a better way. If his target is to increase the number of consumers or customers as much as possible, then only he is able to perform his duty sincerely, laboriously and with honesty. So salesman should be enthusiastic, disciplined and ambitious. Means always he should think about to increase the number of consumers. Ambitious. 4 simple points. Fifth one is salesman represents the company before the consumers. So he should have polite nature, or he should be polite to customers. He should have polite nature. And the most important point, sixth, he or she means salesman must have all knowledge, must have knowledge about the product which he is selling to customer. So this is the first topic in promotion. Salesman means the functions performed by salesman is called personal selling. They are selling their products, means they are selling the product of company door to door or shop to shop, but they are the representative of business units, and they always try to convert the potential consumers into actual customer by explaining about the nature or advantages of the product, or by giving demonstration whenever necessary about the product which they are selling to customers. And what should be the characteristics of salesman? Salesman should be smart and physically fit interactive also. Interactive is already written here. Salesman should be good in communication. That is called interactive. That's why I have not written interactive in the first point. Salesman should be good in communication and he must be intelligent. Third one is salesman should be honest and having good character. Salesman should be enthusiastic, disciplined and ambitious. Salesman represents the company before the consumers. That's why means on behalf of company, salesman is representing the company about their products. That's why he should have polite nature, means he should be polite to consumers. He must solve queries, whatever questions consumers are arising continuously without any irritation, without any angriness. He should clear the doubts, clear the queries, and most important point that salesman must have knowledge about the product or he must have all information about the product which he is selling to customer. Then only he is able to convince the customer and convert those consumers, potential consumers, into actual customers. It is possible only when he has all information, he has knowledge about the product which he is selling to customers. So this topic is completed. Next topic, simple one, sales promotion. Salesman is completed. Now second topic is sales promotion. Now next topic is sales promotion. That is given on same page number 125. Now what is sales promotion? Sales promotion are short-term incentives. That encourage customers to buy the product or services, What is sales promotion? Those techniques, those methods, and such techniques are for short term. Means these are short term incentives which motivate, which encourage, which convince customers to buy the product or services. Means these are such type of techniques which attracts customers to purchase those particular products or services. The sales promotion are short term incentives. Why it is called short term? Because for example, if you are giving discount on some products, it does not mean that we are giving discount throughout the life of business. For a short term period, we are giving discount on some products. So sales promotion are those short term incentives which encourage, which motivate, which attracts customers to buy the product, means goods or services. Now what are the techniques which are used for sales promotion? Means sales promotions are used to increase the sales. Sales promotion are those techniques which are used in order to increase the sale, which are used in order to increase the number of customers. Now, what type of techniques are used in order to increase the sale? The first one is, that is called sale. Second one is, total 7 or 8 points are given, but you have to do any 6 points. Sale. Second one is discount. Third one is gift. Fourth one is additional gift. Additional gift. Fifth one is advertisement coupon. And sixth one is lucky draw. Lucky draw. These are the 6. I have taken 6. First one is sale. When business units are selling their products at lower price than the actual price, in this topic also there is nothing to explain, only for formalities I am reading writing the points. When goods are sold at lower price than the actual price, then it is called sale. And such techniques means generally sale. This technique is used only to reduce clothing stocks. Whatever stock remains at the end of the year, in order to reduce clothing stock, business units are selling their products or services lower price than the actual price. That is called sale. Discount is almost same. When goods are sold at lower price than the actual price is called discount, but this technique is used in order to reduce or in order to sell defective products, defective goods. If there is some defective, means defects in the product, then in order to sell those products at lower price than the actual price, then this technique is called discount. Gift. When additional, all sentences I am reading from this point from textbook. Gift. Sometimes a small gift is given along with the main product. Only one line explanation. A small gift is given along with the main product. For example, giving one soap bar free along with 3 soap bar. This first example of gift. Second one is sometimes more quantity is given. 2 points are there in gift. First one is small gift is given along with the main product. In our example, main product is soap. So along with 3 soap bars, means on purchase of 3 soap bars, one soap bar is giving free of cost. And second one example is sometimes more quantity is given at the same price. More quantity is given at the same price. For example, giving 20% more shaving cream or toothpaste at the same price. So this is the example of gift. Now additional gift. Now how we are able to understand or realize or recognize that which is gift and which is additional gift? In case of gift, same product is given. For example, 1 soap bar is given along with 3 soap bars. Or extra toothpaste is given, means 20% more is given at the same price, but toothpaste is given. In case of additional gift is given with the main product, but that gift is different from that product. For example, first of all, explanation from textbook. Looking at the requirements of the customers, free additional. From here you have to write in notes, free additional gifts are given along with the main product. For example, giving toothbrush with the purchase of with the purchase of toothpaste. So here toothpaste and toothbrush both are different items. So here toothbrush is given free of cost. If customer is purchasing toothpaste, that is called additional gift. Another example is given, giving one ball pen free on purchasing of 4 units of soap. Soap is a different product, pen is a different product. So whenever any additional gift is given with the main product, then it is called additional gift. Then how you are able to recognize what is gift and what is additional gift? In gift, same product is given as a gift, but here different product is given with the main product. And so far as this topic is concerned, most probably MC question or 1 mark question is given. For example, goods are sold at lower price than the actual price in order to reduce or in order to sell defective goods. Which type of sales promotion is this? So answer is discount. One word answer. So hardly 1 or 2 question is coming in the form of MCQ or 1 mark question. Give 2 examples of additional gifts. So you have 2 examples. One is giving toothbrush with the purchase of toothpaste, or giving ball pens with the purchase of any product. You have to give the name of any other product. Then advertisement coupon. In this technique, customer has to bring cuttings of newspaper in which the advertisement of particular product is given. Cutting they need to bring, or packing. In case of advertisement coupon, yes. In this technique, marketing manager checks the effectiveness of advertisement and customers are also given the benefits. Now, main answer of this topic, customers are told to bring the cuttings of the advertisement, or packing material, or the packing material, on which they are giving monetary benefit. For example, if you bring 5 empty packet of Maggi, you will get 10 rupees as gift. Either 10 rupees, they will give you 10 rupees, or they will give you 10 rupees product of any product of 10 rupees. So if you bring cutting of advertisement or packing materials, the company will provide you monetary benefit, means they will give you prize money 2 rupees, 10 rupees, that depends on the nature of product. So they will give you monetary benefit. If customer will bring cutting advertisement from the newspaper or packing material, then they will be provided monetary benefit. The last one is lucky draw. In this technique, the customer is given a coupon. For example, Bharat Petroleum or Indian Oil, they are giving offer sometimes, occasionally, that if a customer will purchase petrol of 200 rupees or more, they will be issued a coupon, and that coupon has a number, we can say code, and then on a particular date, draw is declared, and if customer will get the prize, they will be given prize from the company. So according to textbook, in this technique, the customer is given a coupon as a code. Along with coupon, they will get a code, means a number, and then on a particular date, result will be declared and prize will be given to the winners. For example, Bharat Petroleum gives prize winning coupons on buying of petrol of 200 or more. Another one is facility of interest-free loans. Interest-free loans. For example, if you are purchasing AC or bike or LED TV, so they are providing us such products in 10 installments without any interest. This is also a kind of sales promotion technique in order to increase the sale. So facility of interest-free loans are generally provided on durable items. Durable items means fridge, TV, bike, car. On such type of products, they are providing 10 or 20 installments without any interest. Means customers can very easily, they can purchase such type of products in different installments without paying any interest. Then 8th one is distributing samples. In this technique, whenever they want to, especially the business units whenever they want to launch a new product in the market, This is about the new product. So whenever they want to launch, they want to make popular their new product in the market, what they are doing, they are distributing such products free of cost in a small sachet. That is called distributing samples. So according to textbook, sometimes samples are distributed for goods item or low price products. Generally the samples are distributed only for the customers to experience the products. So by taking those products, customers can experience about the product whether it is good or bad. Shampoo, soap, oil, etc. are distributed free of cost in a small sachet as a sample for advertisement purpose. And last one is organizing competition. The producers organize a competition in order to promote his new product. For example, the company making crayons means colors, for children would collect information about the customers by organizing drawing competition for them before launching new colors in the market. Here the winner gets the new product as a prize. So total 9 points are there. You have to do any 6 points. The first 6 points are easy one. Try to complete this topic. 2 topics have been completed. One is sales promotion, another is salesman. Now any doubt you can ask.